She is looking for her 100th career double-double. That would make her the 6th player in league history to do so. And when we were talking with Asia, she mentioned just how hungry they are, knowing that this is the last team that they lost to in the regular season, or in playoffs rather. Here are your starting lineups for the Las Vegas Aces. It's good to see Chelsea Gray back in the starting lineup.
Cloud for the New York Liberty, who has the assignment of guarding Jackie Young.
Backdoor, Asia Wilson, the connection is pure. For Jonquel Jones, Jackie Young, Asia Wilson pitching a 10 underneath, and that is something that Becky Hammond mentioned in the shoot-around. Again, what Cloud does too on the defensive end, really taking pride in that department. Gray gets it back. Wing 3 good. Defense there. One of the best and highest IQs you're going to find in the league. Talk about the book with you that Candace Parker gave her is Asia Wilson.
Penetration and transition, they are not getting the stops at the rim.
12 of their 17 points have come in the paint, LaChina. As Asia Wilson, the best to do it from last season.
Game here with Jackie Young and Asia Wilson. Jackie had a career high in assists last year, but here again keeps the defense busy on the backside.
Killer mentality, trying to figure things out, not being so hesitant, and really playing off of the pieces already established with the Aces. And on cue.
And there it is. And that's one of Jewel's favorites.
Her facilitating abilities, something she's done very well. We saw it on a display as she led an assist for the league when she had her stint in Washington. Asia Wilson gets the bucket, wanted the foul. Series 32-32 between these two teams as Asia Wilson looks locked in as she drains the 3. Bench right now, the Liberty bench is outscoring them 14-2.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest question marks for Las Vegas is what will that bench rotation look like? 6th player of the year, Tiffany Hayes.
Please, for more on these games, please go to WNBA.com or visit the WNBA app.
I am pumped for the game coming up right after us. Angel, we don't have much time to get to the TV screen.
Make sure that some type of device is going to be up for the following game behind us. We always love to see going head-to-head with Caitlin Clark, the rookie, the reigning rookie of the year, and also led in assists last season as Asia Wilson on a tear.
And this is the small ball that I talked about with the Las Vegas Aces, where Asia Wilson's the only true big in the game right now. The Holders hold it down on defense.
Just becoming the 6th player to do so in league history. Gets the matchup off the glass, count it! As the reigning MVP is heating up here in the second half. Couldn't finish the scoop, Jackie Young comes in. Chelsea Gray off the deck, sends it to the corner. More movement, Asia Wilson finding a lane and getting it, and one. The Liberty so dangerous.
They will make you pay for any mistakes, errors, turnovers. They're gonna look to push it down your throat. Going the other way, Asia Wilson.
Point guard, moving and grooving, looking for space with 7. Mabry stays in front. Backdoor bounce pass to Wilson, works in the post, step back. It's true.
That's
on the roster, 2 that are not in action yet. That's really special that Tina is selfless like that.
On their rotations, the help defense, this is way better than they looked against New York Liberty.
Gray the pass, Wilson the finish. New player on the team, rookie out of NC State, the 8th overall pick.
With love, you better watch out before I come steal those shoes from you.
You cannot fit my shoes, Idona.
I tried.
Rika reps him well. Here's Wilson right on cue. Leapfrogs in off the A1. Every night, Lloyd short on the triple, Gray on the glass. Lloyd navigating in the paint for 2.
Inside, outside.
Stokes and Wilson are their threats, but the guards are rebounding in this game, no question. Off 1 foot, Wilson.
Now, Connecticut can't afford to give them extra possessions right now.
The activity level by Vegas defensively, very evident and intentional after what happened on Saturday against New York. On the skip, Lloyd from the other corner this time. Did not bank it home. Tina Charles now 4 for 10 from the floor. Good sign for Lloyd, by the way, 2 threes, looking for a 3rd. There it is. Was 1 for 6 Saturday. No points so far in the 3rd. Young Let it off to Gray. Now Wilson playing away from the basket. Lloyd made 4 threes in the first half. There's her 5th of the night. It's Aces ball as we approach the midway point of the 3rd. Both teams in search of their first win. Wilson with the lay-in.
No, but I think, I will say, Jen Rosati, our president, has been really integral for me in this whole process since I retired and got to come back to the Sun. And, she made a career change.
Not go overseas as well, and she's reaping the benefit of it to start this one. Up top, Asia Wilson, swish. Jackie Young up and under, can't get the angle. Asia Wilson cleaning it up.
The defense of Washington, nothing has come easy for the Aces.
Floater in the lane is good. Dana, time for the old 4-second inbound play. Gray looking for an opening. Lofts it up to Asia. Shot clock to 1. Lloyd. Oh, yeah! Jewel Lloyd. This Washington Mystics team, a team that had a lot of question marks with so many new players, new coaching staff, new general manager as Jay Yo weaves it up.
And understanding the wear and tear this W can put on you.
Certainly can. Let's bring in Gianna Hernigan. Gianna, a little more on Brittany Sykes.
Spoke with her during shoot around today.
Jewel Lloyd on Sutton. We were talking about how active Jewel Lloyd is on the defensive end of things. Pick, roll, swat.
Oh, my goodness. Trying to challenge.
Australian Olympian, the extra quick pass, shot from Stokes. No good. And Jackie Young bats that one over to Asia Wilson. Versatile with her length, but also then the quickness in the guard spot. Wilson, crossover, gets it. Pretty shot from Asia Wilson. She's got 13. Wilson, high to low, gets it.
Fourth quarter, it just seems like every time the Aces try to put together a run, Washington has had an answer.
Get it to Asia Wilson. Swarmed by defenders, gives it up good. We are tied. Time with 11.6 remaining.
Absolutely.
Wow. The body strength of Asia Wilson to be able to like a similar play. Jewel Lloyd trying to make her way around. Asia Wilson again. Will the defense do the same? Gives it up to Lloyd. That's it! 1.9 on the clock. Shot, no good. Why?
Look, the shooting percentage for Jewel Lloyd is not what we're used to seeing, but her teammates have complete confidence in her. Sika Kone played off of Jewel Lloyd in the corner. She had time, held that follow through, and got the victory.
Young gets it poked free. What a matchup this is going to be with Gabby on her. Swings it to Asia Wilson. Jewel against her old teammate Alicia Clark and goes into the lane, and Jewel Lloyd off to a quick start, all 5.
Kinds of red jerseys, and that left Gabby wide open.
Gabby now 7 of 13 from 3 this year, and a cutter in the bucket there easily.
That'll mixing up their defense now. They're going to go to a zone.
There's Wilson inside. Kick out to the corner. There's Jewel. She has been absolutely on fire last 15 games. This, though, Elise, a very different defensive team in Seattle. Here's Young with it. Driving in on Nneka, and she gets to the lane and scores. Nice defense. Diggins keeps the bounce. Turns the corner. Floats it up. A great pass to Nneka. Shot blocked by Asia. Kick back. G-Dub. 3 ball. No good.
Asia Wilson out of nowhere to block that shot. We are at a 32-point first quarter, and they're going to have one more possession. This is one of the best quarters we've seen from Seattle.
Wilson rumbles to the lane and scores.
She has quickly become a fan favorite here in Seattle. Coming off the bench, an energy provider.
Here's Wilson with it. That one goes down. The touch of Asia Wilson. 17 in the first quarter, shot well. Did not shoot well in the second quarter. 5 of 14. Seattle red hot in both quarters, shooting 67% in both. Asia Wilson gets going. Beginning to her career. I'll still call it the beginning of her career. I know she's been around for a while, but she's still very young. Here's Wilson with it off the turnover. Gets it up with the left hand and scores. She was
Becky Hammond just trying to find something that's going to work today.
Oh, and Wilson with the shot block of Ezzy Magmore. Usually we see it's Magmagor.
Just love that. Pick and roll, so hard to stop, especially with those long arms where they can drop it into Malonga's hands.
Here's Wilson, scoops it up and in. They're over the 50-point mark, but it's 10 on the shot clock. Very high screen by Ezzy. Wheeler goes in, that one's off, but Ezzy's right there, Johnny.
Immediately, just in the 2 days after playing Washington, they had to play Seattle.
2 missed free throws for Jewel Lloyd, but the offensive rebound gives a second chance, and Jay Yo. So many teams have added and are showing their talent as extra effort on the offensive glass and the cleanup. A couple of them now for the Aces.
And their college teammate,
Yeah.
Leah Nye, on the Aces roster.
Inside and miscue on the D as Jackie Young all by herself. Improved in a lot of areas. I think it was very eye-opening for this team. Asia with the crossover and kicks it out. Young with the 3. A couple of them now for Jackie Young. She's perfect. 4 of 4 shooting. She Aubrey our trio tonight. And Asia Wilson in the passing lane. She's got numbers. And Chelsea Gray gives it right back. Defense to offense working for Las Vegas. Gold. Rookie out of Notre Dame. Wilson squares it up and sticks it, holds the follow through, and Asia Wilson in double figures now with 10.
9 assists, 6 assists on 9 field goals. I'll eventually get it right.
Yep, you got it. You got it right there. You got to it. Asia Wilson has had a hot hand. She's got 12 points, 4/6 of the game.
You see Asia Wilson talking to Jackie where she wants the action to happen.
Asia Wilson got 1 step in front. Personals. Parker's back in. Former team. Oh, beautiful look across the paint. Asia, give her another assist.
See, that's what Kia Stokes got to do. Move. Oh, Asia got that one.
Hamby knocked to the floor. Foul at the other end.
Well, first offensively, the cut by Kia Stokes, moving, making herself an option. But Asia Wilson has had some monster blocks so far this season.
Taff. High screens and switches. Now Lloyd on Plum. Hamby takes it in, and another block by Wilson. This one stays in play. And
that's the Aces that we are used to seeing. The offense is flowing. The defense has come together. Ever since that timeout, Becky Hammond has turned it up.
Out that offensive rebound kept it alive to Asia Wilson. Mitchell back in. Shot clock down to 5. Wilson squares it up, gets it. The swish for Asia Wilson. She looks like she's feeling pretty good. She wasn't feeling great today at shoot-around, Carolyn.
Yeah, she just stayed.
5 seconds left first half. Mitchell by herself will get a look, gets it! And Asia Wilson gets the assist. What a momentum for the Aces going in at halftime. She's yet to score.
She's yet to get on the board.
And she's been having such an incredible season. She's the only
battle. Ball screens. The Aces were at the mercy of the Storm. Today, the Aces are forcing LA into the screens. They got no choice but to use the screens, and then that allows everybody else to know.
25 points, 10 boards. And a takeaway. Give her a steal. 1-on-1, lays it up, gets it to go. Negative note, but you got to give some credit to the Sparks as well. They've really not given up on this one. As Asia almost lost it out of bounds, able to save it into Jackie, and Jackie Young with the save. Gray looks one way, passes the other, and that one won't go. Asia Wilson on the weak side glass. Shot up and one. Chelsea Gray, the point guard's got that look in her eyes. Didn't Becky Hammond ask her, when's the last time you got it? To Asia Wilson for the layup. Got it to her there. Aces with the 90-76 lead.
The Aces are looking forward specifically from Jackie Young, Chelsea Gray, and Asia Wilson.
Yep. And they didn't give up on that play. They batted around, and it ends up in the hands of Asia Wilson.
Clark loses handle of the basketball, wipes her hands of the perspiration. Here's Young with it, bounces it to Asia Wilson. And we were talking before the broadcast,
An open look for Nneka Ogwumike from that mid-range.
Wilson going on Nneka. We got a whistle off the ball and a 3-second violation. Diggins, screened by Nneka. Here's Gabby. Oh, bounce pass inside. Well done there by Seattle. Shot blocked, however. And Jewel comes. Spike like that had to be Ezzy. And it was Nneka. Ezzy almost got that one, but Asia Wilson finishes.
All of those shots were falling in their first meeting a week ago.
High post McMagor. Good to see her taking it right to the rim there, and we got a jump ball. But I like that, Elise. We have not.
And Noah Quinn was telling me how she will incorporate the scouting report and know when, which hand to take and all of those little things.
Young gets around Malonga and scores.
Points, and she's continued to add on, but boy, her defense has also been stellar. She just looks like a confident player in 2025.
That was a confident three by Jewel Lloyd.
The last 2 minutes and change will not have Sky on the floor.
Wilson backing in on Alicia Clark. Great defense, even better shot. Young with a lot of black shirts.
Oh,
back
wow,
on defense.
yep, wide open. You got to have your head on a swivel.
The game. Getting by Skylar. Good defense, though. The help comes. Offensive rebound, put back, and it's back to an 8-point game. Here's Wilson with it. All-star on all-star. Ooh, Wilson wins that battle. My goodness.
Well,
Here's Gray. Now to Wilson. Toes the line and hits. He took the brunt of that.
Asia Wilson, 17 points now with the 6 boards and hitting this one right down the middle in front of.
They're at 8 of 20 on the game. And shot just erased, obliterated by Asia.
Yes.
Malonga in the game. Gets her shot blocked.
Has been able to do so, but the ball just has been rimming out too many times today.
Young, hook pass. Wilson into the corner. Chelsea Gray, rather.
That rookie, I'm the one you need to be talking about. Shush, as she hits just a dagger.
And another great defensive stand by Malonga, but another better offensive play by Asia Wilson.
Things are coming together. Playing in her 4th year in the league, spent 5 years just playing overseas. Asia, that's tough.
Big free agents like Tiffany Hayes, who is out today, but you get a veteran like Hayes that's got vast experience in this league, and that's a big get. Wasn't intentional, if you will, but could have been upgraded to a flagrant because she took her hand off the ball.
Finally, of 3 falls, and it comes from Nye. Her first year expansion team, given Sunday. There's Asia, erasing the shot attempt by Burton. Ready in the bonus. A little more aggressive, playing a little zone here is the Valkyries. They've been mixing it in traffic. Her 6th board. Here she goes.
And I like this jump shot.
Coming off winning an Italian League title this past winter. Switch on the interior as well. Asia Wilson with one hand.
Oh, my goodness.
The steal brings it up and makes the extra pass. Gray straight through of this group and still learning how to win. As that one will go for Lloyd. Oh, Asia Wilson keeps it alive. Kia Stokes with the cleanup.
Dissatisfaction with the officiating. She had a scratch on her face. She said, fouls were not called as she attacked the basket. That's a big three by Chelsea Gray.
It sure was. Barker, lefty layup. Says Asia. Swat can be open momentarily, but she doesn't go with it. Jackson dishes it across. Asia Wilson with the block on Stevens.
Now you cannot give the Sparks right now any kind of room outside the three.
Jackie Young, she's had a hot hand. Oh, that one. High, low, Hamby knocked to the floor. Shot won't go. Asia Wilson brings it up. Quick crossover. Layup is good. First field goal of the game with it. Wilson one-on-one. Jumper from the wing is good. Asia Wilson with a couple of buckets this half.
Oh, Asia Wilson. You have the Aces down by 20. You've let them back in this, a 7-point game.
Chelsea Gray, high archer, nothing but net. Mates in Alabama now switching off to one another. And Asia gets a piece of that one of Stevens. And they will.
You want to finish this quarter with the minute 17, giving Asia Wilson an opportunity to get some rest.
Games due to concussion protocol. Asia Wilson is available and back in the Aces starting lineup tonight. Now, when it comes to a minutes restriction, the team says right now there is no official minutes restriction, but they will see how the game is going for her. I watched Wilson practice with the team during shoot-around this morning, and after spoke with head coach Becky Hammond, who says getting Wilson back just makes everything easier, saying it's her energy, juice, and her quarterbacking the game from a defensive end, and that she feels like the Aces can run more with 22 out on the floor. Ladies?
In the first game, it was Seattle that delivered the punch. In that second meeting, it was the Aces. Big first quarter.
One-on-one, Magdador trying to stop Asia Wilson with the first points of the game. The score that's been out there for Seattle, and they are shooting incredibly well. They were shooting 80% before the timeout, and now Asia Wilson gets a jumper to go. She's part of their national team, an Olympic team. Baseline, Asia gets a piece of it. Williams comes flying in, but a shot clock violation. That's how active Seattle is, though. They sit out to Williams, off the mark. The break for the Aces, you're right. There were some open looks and good options for Seattle. They were not able to take advantage. Wilson, banks it up and one. The help D with the body bump. And Asia Wilson happy to be back. And
she's back. Asia Wilson with the spin move, body control, and the finish. Wow.
Foul on Williams. It's her first, and the team's third. Behind the arc, Jewel Lloyd slow to get up, trying to clean it up. It's Jackie Young, and another chance.
Oh, nice, open.
Gray on the drive, banks it up good. Starters, still trying to find a spark as that one rattles, and Asia Wilson cleans it up.
Post on the floor for the Aces to match up with Alicia Clark and Nneka Ogwumike. Alicia played for the Aces. Just so smart.
Jackie Young, another one. She likes that right wing.
Feeling the moment and settle the team down and get them into something that will yield good shots. She said they have to check all the boxes, including aggressive team and the team that...
Tonight, 6 of 7 from the floor.
6 of 7. She's perfect 3 of 3 behind the arc as Wilson gets another rebound. That
Asia Wilson to do.
Another double-double for her, and they get it to her out of the timeout. She now has 19 points, 11 rebounds.
The defensive matchups right now for the Indiana Fever, putting length, Natasha Howard on Chelsea Gray. And that's one thing that Becky Hammond wants yet. That's their second leading scorer on the season.
Yeah, good point. She's not taken a shot yet. It's a 9-0 Indiana run. Asia attacks. This pick. Block on Turner. So Brianna Turner gets just 1 of 9 from the floor and has not taken a free throw attempt. There's her second field goal.
She looks up into the sky.
And Caitlin Clark, the last game and a half, her shooting has not been good. That's a good sign for Coach Hammond.
Move to not only corral the ball, but to get her balance so that she can finish.
Wilson slicing into the lane and has a chance. The three-point play, nice to see minutes. Wilson now guarded by Turner. Young to Wilson, beautiful. Wilson thought about it, pulled the trigger and buried it. 26 for Aaliyah, that's one off her season high. Chelsea Gray always seems to give you a bucket when you need it. John Clark into single digits for Asia, who recognized it and went to work. Drew the foul. It's an absolute handful on the offensive end of the floor because of her skill set. Here, maneuvers around, gets the and one opportunity as well. 16 points. Oh, saw a little bit of daylight, but all is well when Asia Wilson's on the back line.
By the Richard Harris Law Firm, and it goes to the Aces. Shooting it this first half in front of their bench, and that's a great sign for Jewel Lloyd in the defense as Stokes goes diving and somehow saves it to Jackie Young. Great effort by Stokes on the baseline. Lloyd with the big bucket, ring it up. Nope, she is tough, she is scrappy. Wilson in the high post, gave it up, and then she gives it back as she just got away from Tina Charles. Moving without the ball. There, this is the second of 4 straight on the road for Connecticut. Young on the weak side. Asia Wilson in perfect position with the cleanup.
Foot on the gas.
And Becky Hammond told us that she was going to go to the bench quickly because this is a true back-to-back as Asia Wilson gets the beautiful jumper on the right side. Nothing, and it's been an 11-2 stretch for Connecticut since. As they get it into Wilson, she kicks it back out. Gray, high archer, gets it. Chelsea Gray getting into the action. Her first, got to take care of the basketball. They've had some stretches that Becky Hammond has not wanted to see again as the weak side board taken by Peters.
You mentioned weak side though, Aaliyah Knight.
Wilson, lefty drive, lefty layup, good! And Asia Wilson with her 5,000th career point. The fans, they know it. They brought the signage. They're on their feet and loving it. Her teammates are excited about it too.
Becky Hammond was asked in the presser, would Asia Wilson, she be in the conversation of GOAT? And she said absolutely. Before she hangs up her tennis shoes, she will go down as one of the greatest. But she said, you know, trying to approach 5,000 points, what does that focus take away from you as a coach? If Nelson Adota can get those opportunities, as much attention that is attracted to Tina Charles. Oh, and one! Oh, my word. As she started the move and with the contact, I'm like, there's no way she can make that. Well, she proved me wrong. The determination from Asia Wilson.
With the authority there on for the Aces. Takeaway. Started with Asia Wilson, an 18-4 run, trying to add to it, and they do.
Still producing, yeah,
for sure.
She can deserve an all-star.
Oh, she was trying to stay with Asia Wilson.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Minute 20 left, third quarter. Bell, left wing, money. Kirsten Bell in for the first time in her. Now one-on-one, Nelson Adota should pick up the 4th personal. She comes back into the game. Asia, 1v1. Wilson and Nelson Adota thought they might call a jump ball.
Look down how Asia blocks shots. A lot of times the opponent is already in the air.
Right there.
And just like that, because Asia is such a quick leaper.
Just little things that you maybe think would just automatically be there, but it takes time with a new team, a new system. Oh, there's good movement without the ball by Kia Stokes. Got to be physical with this team because Washington's going to be, well, It's been physical so far. Little give, help D came over, and they didn't step back out on A'ja Wilson. Wilson again in the high post. Dolson lets her have it, and she sticks it. That's tricky for Dolson, though. She's
With a team that pays so much attention to A'ja Wilson, you got to hit her on the move. You got to give her room to work, just like that.
Give her some space. Could have numbers. The defense able to get back. Oh, what communication! Anticipation!
In this first half,
that was a pretty move.
Her length at 6'5" can be a problem.
Give it to Wilson in the high post, and that is her bread and butter. Gray back to Wilson in the high post, swish. A'ja Wilson with 16 points. Chelsea Gray.
Now will experience play or have these young players from Washington learn. Out of the hands of Shook Sutton, cut the head off of the snake.
Yeah, she's done some damage tonight. Olsen and A'ja Wilson, and the defense knock it off of Olsen's leg. They sure are. They'll bring Markey back in a little bit on the challenge, Markey.
Well, there's many advantages to the challenge. One, it allows them to get...
And the players have been willing to sacrifice in order to get the win.
Yeah, that makes the difference. As Wilson knocks that one out of play. Third aim, picked third overall. And Chelsea Gray feeling it. She's got double digits.
Fouls to give.
Yep. Fouls to give and timeouts remaining. High post gets it. Wilson with another one. She's got 22. One-on-one, Austin into Wilson, and she swats it away.
Done. The last 4 or 5 games is exactly why they brought her in.
Well, she got going against the Aces.
The last 4, Whitcomb was 18 for 34. Oh, look at that block. Sammy thought she'd have. We're going the other way. Numbers favoring Las Vegas. Dumping it inside, nicely run. To go in this first quarter. Long ball 9, that's what she's known for. For Charlie, you know, after all she went through with the sepsis last year, absolutely love seeing her healthy. Long ball, Lloyd, you bet. I think last year was the first time the Aces don't make it to the WNBA Finals in Becky Hammond's tenure. And then all the changes.
The women do this and they want to play too.
And the accessibility of the women on your team with the community is not lost. And year 1 and year 2, help us understand from your perspective what we're seeing with Coach Tibbetts.
I just think he's
9 on the shot clock. Wilson almost losing it. Finding the cutter, busted play, works to perfection quarter. Mercury led by 10 in the first quarter. Good hesitation by Gray and hits. Size up Akoa Makani. Heck of a challenge there for the rookie. Now Wilson and Westbeld. Speaking of challenges, Cat. And 1 for Wilson as she goes flying. 9.
So this is what makes... We kind of get in the back end of this move, but A'ja Wilson just does such a great job shaping up at that elbow, teeing her defender up. And then she just goes to
long ball, not there. Copper knocks it out of the hands of Westbeld, and instead it'll be rimming out, and then the follow-up for Wilson. Busted play in the favor of Las Vegas. He's been so hot, she puts that thing down. Instead, look at Las Vegas looking to add to their lead, and there's the defensive miscue. Tibbetts wants a timeout. My goodness! While the Aces dominated in the third, it's been all Phoenix in the fourth. And oh, what a big stick by the rookie Nye did.
This is a huge time, and they're really trusting in Kalani Brown.
Busted play there for the defense. Again, it was a good look offensive rebound. Oh man, what a time to get that lucky carom. Gray, cut off. Wilson, she gets her home.
Las Vegas has opened up 0 for 3 with 2 turnovers on those opening 5 possessions. Here's A'ja Wilson, and she starts the scoring.
Initial screen, it's the re-screen. Really does that with a good rhythm.
Lob inside, Wilson, deep position, saw a double team, kick out, Jackie Young for a triple. All sorts of space for A'ja Wilson, and she takes advantage from the mid-range. And Indiana lost a double-digit second quarter lead in that one. Lloyd whips it inside to a cutting Wilson.
Aaliyah Boston really doing a good job staying attached on that screening action.
Gamecock on Gamecock, and Wilson draws the foul and an and one.
I mean, she is playing with a determined mindset right here. She's going to attack Aaliyah Boston at 6'5". Indiana's depth not quite the same without Dantas.
Strong inside. Howard had it and lost it. Look at Alyssa Smith hit the deck. Gains possession here for the Aces, and Wilson makes Indiana pay.
So much fun.
Consistent success that the Fever had with her as Wilson banks it home.
I think I want to put a GoPro on Kelsey Mitchell's head and see what it looks like up close.
Wilson spinning, bank shot is good, and a foul. The Fever, A'ja Wilson trying to take advantage. Wilson crossing over, Wilson hangs, Wilson finishes.
Oh boy, here she comes. Close to 80,000 fans in attendance at WNBA arenas tonight. I'm just guessing, I'm just throwing that number out there. I think that's just phenomenal.
It misses.
Force a contested triple. Really good job.
McDonald off to the races. Wilson giving chase and did get back there. She beat everybody, but A'ja Wilson wasn't about to. Maybe the best defensive player in the league, A'ja Wilson.
Too easy.
And then the Sun humbled by the Minnesota Lynx, who made the finals. That was Connecticut's last game, last Sunday. Drop off, Young to Wilson.
Rim. Very deceptive.
Slice through the defense.
Love that pass.
Wilson open, nailed jumper is money. Handle it as well. Three-time MVP against the Rook. Backing her down, Wilson spin move, it rolls in. Jumper doesn't go. Hartley wants to get downhill. Generates inside, Wilson the swat. Dancing, Chelsea Gray. Could not maneuver at home. Gets the loose ball back. Bounce it for Wilson. Yes.
The quarter of keeping Connecticut to one and done, letting their defense dictate their offense just like that. My goodness gracious.
Without Caitlin Clark, and that team's got talent, no doubt about it, but they only scored 54 points in that game.
Yeah, throughout the league, we've been.
The Aces pair of all-stars in 25. Wilson and Young are both in double figures. A'ja with her third block of the game. 17 points. Gray in search of that seventh assist to pass Becky Hammond. Slings it into Wilson for two and the foul. Chelsea Gray passes Becky Hammond, now sixth all-time in W assists.
To A'ja Wilson, what a pass
For the Matrix
by Chelsea
reloaded.
Gray. Are you kidding me? That just like cut through the time continuum. Look at that accuracy. It's like a frisbee. No one knew where that ball was going.
Hartley with the moves.
Great pass.
Slings it into Nelson Adota, finds position. Not until Wilson denies her. Fourth block shot for A'ja Wilson. Evans, outlet, Wilson for three. What a complete sequence by the unanimous MVP. Wants to go to work again. ISO on the left side. Wilson spin around and hit. Putting on a show in Mohegan Sun.
3-3. Look at this. The defense, first off, in positioning, blocks, and keeps the ball. That's like when you're playing in the backyard with your kids. And then absolutely crushing it from three. When A'ja Wilson...
So squarely in their prime for all they have both accomplished already.
My favorite part of watching the Olympics, the last Olympics, is watching those two on the floor with one another.
Fifth three of the half for New York. Jalen Sherrod getting minutes with all the Liberty injuries. Gray reigns in another.
For the players who participate in All-Star to actually get some time to recover and some time to spend with their family.
A'ja Wilson down and shaken up. Now, A'ja Wilson, you see, not on the floor now. She's also not on the bench. She has gone back to the locker room after landing on that wrist, stayed in the game for a few possessions after, and obviously any update we have
significant breaking news. A'ja Wilson will not return to this game with a right wrist injury. Told that by their PR staff. She is still back in the locker room where she went earlier. I can tell you Kirsten Bell will start the second half in her place.
All right, we now take a look at our Kia starting lineups. And for the Valkyries, it'll be the 5th different starting lineup over the last 5 games. Tiffany Hayes did not play in the game earlier this season. And for Las Vegas, A'ja Wilson back in the starting lineup. Las Vegas 1-3 in her absence. And of course, she has a tremendous presence on the floor. Here's Thornton. Shot clock winding down in the paint. Checks up. Rebound to Wilson. A'ja Wilson missed that last game against the Mystics with that sprained wrist. And looking every bit the part as she makes it a 6-0 lead. For
last couple, so switching things up with the lineup. Maybe wanted a little bit more size. Oh, good drop off though.
Excellent ball movement by the Aces. By Burton. 10 to shoot. Wilson up top. Wilson handling the rock, splitting a pair of defenders, takes the harm and gets the hoop.
Well, A'ja Wilson sat the last game versus the Mystics, but she is back and knocking down shots. There's the midi, beautiful lefty stroke, and then here, the crossover and the scoop under the defense, draws the contact, and one for A'ja. And that's that help defense Becky Hammond told us about earlier that needed to be better for the Aces, and A'ja, man, just gets deep positioning in.
Deep in the paint, makes it too easy for your teammates to feed you.
And early in the shot clock, right? Catch the defense off guard.
Young contested jumper hits a tough one. Here's Nye taking another Wilson screen. Defense collapses on Wilson, elevates, doesn't matter. She's got 13. Young, one of only 4 players with 20-plus points, 8-plus rebounds, 6-plus assists as Wilson contests that one. It's Vegas to try and find some rhythm offensively as they have gone cold here in the second. Wilson back out to Gray, pass it over to Young. Wilson, tough fadeaway. Oh, leave it to the queen. Cutting. Young can't get it, knocks it back out though.
Great cut by Jackie Young.
Wilson spinning and gets another one. A'ja Wilson having quite
hitting the slots. A'ja Wilson on the spin, the fadeaway, the pull-up in the mid-range. One of her.
The WNBA app, and a handful of all-stars on the floor right now. We've got 3 of them. Wilson, 4-3. It's been her half, folks. Jump it off. And Las Vegas controls. Gray draws 3. Wilson left wide open. Easy money at the rim.
Jackie Young tries to get downhill.
Gray draws 3. Gray to the cup. No good. Wilson right there. Cleans it up. Las Vegas sitting at 9-11 this season. Currently 1 game out of the playoffs. Young in the Red Seas part. And she won't get an easier look than that. Aces racing it back down the other way. Gray with a full head of steam. Deflected by Salon. Burton this time starts the break. It's late. Up ahead. Late can't get it. Bothered by Wilson. Thornton another offensive board. Becky Hammond said what makes this Golden State team so tough to beat is they never go away. You can't just close them out. They're going to be there every second.
That's their identity. They want to be known as the toughest team in the league. Come on, the drop ball from Megan Gustafson to Wilson.
That might have been bothered, might have been slightly blocked. Wilson keeps it alive. 6 to shoot. Back to Wilson. 3 to shoot. Young, couple of pump fakes, has to go up with it, and Young gets it right before the shot clock.
Wins early and getting in the top 8.
Wilson, strong drive, kicks it out. Young, back to Wilson. Wilson, dish shovel, doesn't matter, keeps her base. 20 points, 6 assists. And Jewel Lloyd, 15. Here's Gray, sets her feet for a triple home. You bet.
Smith.
Well, the thing that I like, Ronnie, about this game is the fact that it's going to be all about pace. Dallas is 5th.
Shooting the basketball, 2nd time in her career. She failed to get a field goal, but Wilson comes back and answers. Here's Evans. She can split the defense. A'ja Wilson been hurt this year more than any other time, having an outstanding rookie campaign. Here's Wilson. Face up, that nothing you could do.
Rebellion, and we're going to start next week until August the 1st, and we're excited to see what we can do together. I love that. You took my question right out of my mouth.
Ray out front, has to give it up to Young. Here's Wilson. Lee Uru got in foul trouble, and Wilson's got 14. Because the last 4 games, she's averaged only 4.5 points a game. She's got 7 in the quarter. Oh! And Wilson inside makes it look easy. Jewel Lloyd over Lee Uruno. Offensive rebound, put back and one. Asia Wilson.
Pass was amazing by Chelsea Gray. There are not a lot of women in this league that can do that, which led to the offensive rebound.
This year than she has in probably the last 5 years. Wilson now, how about 9 of 13? The rest of the team, 11 of 25.
She's just an incredible player and a perfectionist at her craft.
Oh, Louisa Geisel-Suter will come back. We've been informed, and she is just getting taped up. Nice, that's a beautiful move.
I understand the record is the record, but you've been playing 3 rookies. You've had a ton of injuries. Shot instead of a contested shot.
This is a Las Vegas team that has shot under 40% in 8 games this year. Count the basket and another and one. Asia Wilson's third of the ball game. Hand in there.
Yeah, small lineup by the wings, trying to get their shooters in.
But when in doubt, give it to your go-to person. And that's kind of been the problem with the wings, too. Comes down to execution. Wilson, pull up, got it.
Out, you never see her take it out on anybody else. She's just such a professional. That's a great play by Paige. She drew the double with her, and that allowed Lee.
Enrique Jones. And rejected by Wilson, and the save.
This, when the Aces are not going to use all 25 seconds.
Wilson inside, it's going to be an and one. Everybody's got their iPads out.
Yeah, but you also have to take a look at the scouting report.
And they're going to challenge it, Nancy.
Well, they should challenge.
Late in their win over Dallas and didn't play really at all in the All-Star game. Asia Wilson gets the 3 with so much confidence this season. Multiple games with 5 3-pointers or more. Learned about the number of possessions Atlanta has had over the Aces early in this because of the glass.
Count it, and a chance for a 3-point play for Asia.
MVP caliber season to be an all-star starter, just really a breakout season in a whole new way for Gray.
And Coach Davis was going to catch it over here in the front row. Asia.
Down, put it inside, and let her go to work.
Nice. Young finding Asia.
And again, Jackie Young.
Liberty played closely by Indiana until it wasn't. In the fourth quarter, they pulled away. No Caitlin Clark again. And Canada has been terrific. Here's more from Brooke.
Well, even in her 7th season, Jordan Canada experiencing that injury at the first part of the season and having to give herself grace, wanting to get back to it.
Alicia had 12 of those in the first quarter. Atlanta led by 7 after 1. Asia gets the roll. And this year, 107 in her amazing career. She's already won 3 MVPs. Jewel Lloyd running the court.
Right here, Naz Hillman just misses the chippy, and Asia Wilson able to get the ball out and up the floor. Perfect delivery to Jewel Lloyd. She took a little contact on that finish. That's a celebration for you.
Asia's got 3 assists tonight, and is now what she's really been working on as they try to fine-tune and get themselves ready for the playoffs. Melissa Smith from the baseline. And out, waiting for some help. Asia's always a good option.
Especially from that spot. Moving the ball out of that to find the advantage.
Wilson. Automatic. Becky Hammond said that she thought this team was trending in the right direction.
Where she spent her entire career. I mean, it's a big move for Griner to come to Atlanta, but she is very happy with how this has gone. And
nice fight for most of the night before the defending champions pulled away in that fourth quarter. Here's Wilson, second look, second possession.
2 minutes of the game.
Sophie Cunningham in her last 6 games, and that's counting the first just couple minutes of tonight.
Or right hand, very good at finishing.
Howard is second in the WNBA in field goal percentage as Young pulls up and knocks it down. Fever are 8-5 this year in games with Caitlin Clark, 4-7 in games where she has missed. This is the 12th they've had to play without her all season. Remember, the Fever did not go a single game without their point guard a year ago as Wilson attacks and finishes. Gustafson has been dealing with injuries for most of the year. It's good to see her back out there. Iowa product as Wilson off balance, got it to go. And a timeout here for Stephanie White. It's a 16-2 run. The Fever led by 8 early, trailed by 6 early second. Young lob inside. Wilson pulls it down and banks it home to beat the shot clock. The Fever have looked unstoppable at times. The Aces have looked the part of a two-time champion with most of that roster still intact. In the first half, just 2 threes, but their ability to get to the line and knock it down when they get there, a big problem as A'ja Wilson pulls up and Vegas has tied their largest lead. Boston fakes the handoff. Boston on the drive. Boston can't finish. Oh, there's Timpson skying, but had her shot blocked. Young drops it for Wilson, who connects.
And here comes Williams, picking up the dribble. Collier puts it on the deck, takes the bump. Hit. Took the contact from Nalissa Smith.
Really nice passes into her teammates who haven't been able to finish for her.
Collier looks at the 3, drives instead. There's a block from A'ja Wilson.
Boy, A'ja Wilson just so skilled in her ability to get to the ball. Watch how she plays straight up defense, goes straight up and down, no foul there.
Nalissa Smith with the basketball. Traded to Las Vegas from Dallas at the end of June. Young with the 3-pointer, snaps it through Jackie Young.
Now with confidence, sharing the ball.
Megan Gustafson off on the 3-pointer, but nobody got a body on A'ja Wilson. Not focused on that at all. She's finding her role on a winning team, and she's happy with that. Kliunikova, look at the work by Wilson. A'ja Wilson defensively.
Defensively, look at her physicality. Straight up and down, gets the block.
3 blocks already in this year. She's had single-digit scoring in 4 straight games. 9 points last night at Indiana. Young 3-pointer goes through. Gray behind the back to Wilson. Too strong. Second chance opportunity. 3-pointer up and in. Trailing by 9, down by as many as 13 in this first half. Here's Wilson spinning, shooting, scoring.
Collier does.
Here's Wilson, gets around Collier and around Williams. Look at A'ja Wilson.
Frustration there, I'm not sure why, but Alana Smith looks a little exasperated.
She missed both free throws. And foul on that last stoppage by Bridget Carlton, her 3rd offensive board. Gustafson, jump shot, Wilson.
No, and now Jewel Lloyd is coming off the bench.
I dig that. I dig a player who wants to do what's best for the team, and the coach finally acquiesces. Physical play in the paint.
Lee Rue has been playing well offensively, and there is A'ja Wilson.
On the opening scoring.
Almost 2.5 minutes.
Yeah.
Vegas did win both games between these two by 4 points each.
Wow.
That is a post move.
She's a big guard, so she's going to give you something down there on the block.
From the outside off the iron, offensive rebound, they kick it back out. Jackie Young buries the 3.
You got to zone the Aces because they have so many inside players in terms of A'ja Wilson, and then you got to have your big girls playing big. As it goes with A'ja's game is elevated in all aspects.
And they open up the 3, and again it's Jackie Young with a 3. Supposed to say, I'm guarding
I got so-and-so, exactly. And when that doesn't happen, it throws off your defense.
A'ja Wilson with another rejection.
Nice move.
Beautiful move, almost walked with it. Evans back on top. A'ja will launch the 3 and make the 3. And there's going to be a foul against Louisa. No. Taken away. Jackie Young takes it away. No-look pass inside to Wilson. The basket and the foul.
Your teammate. This is when you've been hooping for a while with these people. The no-look, nobody saw that coming except A'ja Wilson. She knows her teammate.
And Asia's going to go to the line to shoot the free throws. Again, last 4 games, Wings have shot 40%. They turned it over. That'll be their 10th turnover of the ball game. Beautiful pass, Asia Wilson.
So when they decide to do that versus in second transition.
And DeJohnette is hammered, but they're going to get the block as Kiera McCowan will come back into the lineup alone.
On the offensive end.
Again, she did not play in the last game against Golden State. Nice pass again. Wilson. What an assist from Asia Wilson. 6 rebounds the last 4 games. Enrique, no. Kiera again, no. Try it one more time, and a foul's going to be called. There. Inside, DeJohnette, couple of pump fakes. She is going to be rejected. DeJohnette, the big step through. Wilson puts the hand up, pulls down the rebound instead. 9 rebounds. Beautiful play. Asia Wilson.
I mean,
exactly.
She's been on that bench for seasons, and she has stayed ready.
And she buries another 3.
It's a Smith with it. The kick out, aforementioned Bell finds Wilson down low. Asia on the attack and uses that left hand. And here's Jackie Young. The pitch ahead to Bell. She'll try another attempt. That one won't go for her either. Wilson with the offensive rebound. Backing down, Hamby the kick out. Here's Smith stepping into the paint and knocking down. In the side for these Sparks this season, averaging 30 per in the 2 meetings this season. Here's Wilson in between the circles, and she knocks down the jump against her former teammate in Plum. Here's Wilson splitting the D. Wilson using that dominant left hand there. Wanted a whistle, didn't get it, but she comes in. Let's look for her to become a block master. Wilson spinning, falling away. That's just too pretty right there from Asia Wilson. Ball's inbounded to Wilson. They give her space. Working against her former teammate in Handy. Falling away now, right of the lane. Over to Stevens. 6 on the shot clock. Alaman looking down low. Stolen away by Wilson. Over to Young. Back to Wilson. Left hand layup, good. Young on the catch back door. Wilson in the corner. Catch and shoot 3. She can't miss. And Jackson has her pocket picked. Lloyd the other way. Finds Young in the paint. The layup won't go. Guess who's there? The 3-time MVP putting on an absolute clinic from the road following the All-Star break. Slot 3 from Young, and you don't want to get her going. Reason why this month of July has been so great for the Sparks. Asia Wilson back in there. She tries to fall away, and it's just like she never left.
Easier said than done.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is what greatness looks like. The arc now, but the aggressive move to put it on the floor.
Young once again on that flex cut. Shot clock dark. Meanwhile, nobody got a body on Wilson, who got all alone ahead of the pack. Wilson. I mean, that's
11 steals, Rashawn.
Wilson, the spin, the fall away, the bucket. Screen roll, Hamby catches it in the paint, working against Wilson, tries to get to that baseline, can't do so, as that shot rejected out of bounds. Those 9 assists you mentioned, Mary, season high for Young this year, and a rejection there by Wilson. You see Wilson coming up with the block there. 4 times she's led this.
Wilson's made tonight.
Hamby ahead of the pack. Hamby rejected there by Wilson.
Yes.
Young, a rebound and an assist away from a triple-double. Here's Wilson running the floor. Training camp, preseason, you name it. Young, pocket pass. Wilson.
There's the assist.
That mid-range jumper.
Right there. Double-double. Yeah, they got to correct that.
One of those assists was handed to Chelsea Gray inadvertently. Under 90 seconds left in this one. Wilson missing there from the foul line. Gets it right back. Wilson on the drive gets the layup. And the crowd knows it. It's up on the scoreboard here at Crypto. So officially they give Young the assist there, making it her 10th, and there's the triple-double. Young going to come out of the game. I think when they go back and look at this one, Young may have 11 assists by the time.
Look at where this particular Lynx squad is headed. Scoring, assists, and blocks are all franchise records right now, so they're playing at an even higher level.
8 of 9 for Minnesota from beyond the arc. One of the few clean looks for Asia.
Jason's got to spread the floor. Definitely got to get the ball in Asia Wilson's hands in time to make a play. Oh my goodness, she made something out of nothing. Against pick and roll.
And that pass a little bit behind Wilson, guarded by Smith. Asia slices in and creates it herself. Well, Collier hits the first 3 she has taken in this game. There's the matchup. Collier guarding Wilson. The help coming from Smith. That left the other Smith, Melissa, open, and she was able to drive in and get the basket.
Asia Wilson's got a switch there. Again, you want to get some confidence in your bench and some players that don't get as much time. But she is having a conversation with her starters right now, so they may be making an entrance back in. Who knows?
You see Jackie Young and Chelsea Gray with the warm-up jackets on. The conversation is ongoing between the 4 of them. Minnesota Lynx have set a new WNBA record for the biggest road win, the largest margin of victory on the road in WNBA history. The 98 Comets, you're number 2 right now. It was a 53-point victory for Minnesota. None of us saw this coming, but a very impressive performance, to say the least, for Kayla McBride and the rest of the Minnesota Lynx as they win it 111-58. Asia Wilson, 10 points and 5 rebounds.
Smith inside, gets it from Bell. Hounding defense, though, hanging out. Wilson in the right corner, up and rattles that one down. A 3-ball when there's balls popping in.
Hey, look at this point guard waiting right there. It's a nice left-handed pass as well, delivering it on the money to Asia Wilson, and that's all with the setup of the backdoor screen by Jewell Loyd to finish that play.
That's off the bench. There's some length and wingspans out there with Ami here, and Fakbinlay. Smith, 3-pointer, good. Melissa Smith behind the arc this year.
And she gets that high five from Asia on the way down.
And that 3-pointer stopped the 6-0 run by the Valkyries.
Second one, that's how long and athletic Asia Wilson is, and stays with the play.
Gets a shot, puts it up, so strong and one. With some emotion.
I mean, they played together on that Olympic team and just really took care of her around with towels and everything when she was going down.
To Asia Wilson, Gray, one step in, shot won't go. Wilson, offensive rebound, muscles it up, left hand good.
That's where they get that hustle, and especially from those long threes.
Young
and so is Asia.
That's right, another offensive rebound for the Aces, and Chelsea Gray makes them pay.
Here's Jackie Young. Now Wilson, quick pass inside. Melissa Smith puts it down for 2. Different combinations for Becky Hammond. Here's Salon all the way. She got blocked by Wilson, who leads the W in block shots. Asia gets it back right down the lane. A quick 4-0 Vegas start.
This intensity on defense so early for the Valkyries. Keeping the ball to the side. They want to keep that ball out the middle. They're doing an absolutely good job, but I mean, when you're guarding.
Here she is. The cradle, and got rejected by Wilson. That's her 500th career block. Career block from Asia Wilson.
Couple buckets from Salon, but here we go. Asia Wilson just gets all up on it. Got it with both hands there. A little double block action there. I thought it hit the other hand, but great block there from Asia Wilson. Just slamming that thing down. And then getting a steal here. Talk about the defense. I'll give her second.
Just checking. Figured. Wilson blocked first time, second time. Up and under 25 points. late too strong. And Wilson, her second rebound of the night. Wilson, jab step is pure, and she's in double-figure scoring with 10, the game's leading scorer. You want to keep your emotions in check here. In an important game between these two teams as they battle for playoff position as Young hits again. Wilson again.
That position there on the inside, then the pass and the post entry. You got to work out every time you have a mismatch.
The response from Wilson, she bangs it in. What a player.
When you're duking it out in the paint, especially here on the Aces side, there's not too much you can do about it. Whether you have 1, 2, 3 on you, it doesn't matter. She's just an absolute bucket. Finish.
Golden State 3 of 6 from the field here in the third quarter. They trail by 1. Down by as many as 7 in this game. The largest lead by either squad. Wilson, the mid-range is good. 8. Now Young. Wilson again. Moves it. Lloyd's hit 1 3, make it 2.
Are the FanDuel lines tonight in this game? You see the numbers and the spread. As A'ja Wilson distance from the first day here. One-on-one, Wilson lines it up on McLemore.
Close, but they've had to dig themselves out of a hole.
Ooh. High screen up top. A'ja, who missed, cleans it up, puts it up, and 1. And the Storm staff losing their minds. So let's see what happens here. It was Jackie Young with the high screen and knocked down both Nneka as well as Diggins. Diggins ran into Jackie, but Nneka ran into Jackie as well at the other arm. Shot clock down to 5. Evans, perfect timing and communication in the curl. Mixing things up. Smith inside, she's got a height advantage and gets it. Beautiful soft touch. 6 rebounds for Smith. Wilson, left hand, shows what she's got inside, and Noe Quinn wants a timeout. Nneka Ogwumike. A'ja out behind the arc, strokes it.
140 career games with 20-plus points.
Yeah.
Nneka Ogwumike.
Really something. I mean, this season, an and 1 for A'ja Wilson, taking it at the rookie. Her game just from the start of this season, her first with this team. And A'ja Wilson
in the Olympics when she played for the French national team. I mean, took it all the way to the final buzzer.
It was so good as Wilson faked the drive.
Not been great, and that's been hurting them. She said within those quarters, we have to have less lulls offensively. We pretty much are sharp on the defense end, but our Achilles heel, like you guys pointed out earlier.
Ball fake for Wilson at the buzzer. They made the adjustments that they did not show in the first half. A'ja Wilson back in, and she's smothered by McLemore and Miranda. Wilson recognizing the defense, lost her in that last 2 meetings, but they have her back now. This is her 8th game back as A'ja Wilson cleans it up inside. First point
between Morrow and Smith out here. Ooh, what a pass.
Wilson baseline fader, pretty. Oh, and then the trail down the lane, give the assist to J.O. Now Smith, 1v1 at Morrow. Beautiful, just soft touch with the one hand. Lacan gets the start, her 4th of the season, the rookie from France, as Jackie Young. Oda has 20 starts, but now coming off the bench as well, 10 in orange up top. Hartley hits the floor, no whistle. Jackie with an answer. The Aces this year as Chelsea Gray gets the shot off, long rebound. A'ja Wilson gives the Aces another chance.
There you go.
Oh yeah, gives it right back, and an and 1 as Charles just got caught behind her.
And A'ja Wilson doing A'ja Wilson things, keeping that positioning and holding off Charles on the high side.
First personal on Tina Charles, 9 assists on 13 makes for the Aces. This for the Aces.
And pickup also means physicality, right? Like running them off of the line, but much.
Morrow trying to stay with Smith. She's going to get an and 1. Melissa Smith is so good in protecting the ball. Yeah, her body there and that just her presence.
Yes, yeah.
And then it leads. Connected on a 3 earlier. Wilson, hesitation on the handoff. Give her the and one. That was a nice little fake by Asia. You thought asking for the screen from Asia and gets it pick and roll. And Asia pops that shot up and now she'll clean hers up. Have 9 points off of them.
Nice read.
And one opportunity is Jackie driving down the lane. Hammond weaving in bench players throughout this game with multiple starters as Wilson and Lloyd loses her footing, being hounded. Boy, the defensive intensity is really picked up by Connecticut, but somehow Asia Wilson just keeps weaving down.
Her ahead here at the Sun. 3rd youngest player in the WNBA.
Yeah, part of the...
She's had such good games against the Aces. She grew up watching them.
Yeah, 2-time All-American honorable mention out of NC State as Wilson in the interior gets it to go.
Not to mention that North Carolina. The lob.
I like that play.
Meeting for the 3rd time this season, 1st time in Vegas. New York won the first 2 games. Asia, nothing but net. Lane forced that turnover. Chelsea Gray, and this is a great start for Vegas.
On that possession, we'll see how long they can switch, considering the size advantage for New York on the front line.
Tell the Chelsea Gray.
Green Johannes, she's had multiple 3-point makes in the last couple of games.
That's such a spark off the bench for Coach Brondello. That's some good creativity. Gray. Wilson brought the ball down, got hacked, and hit it.
Checked back in the game. Her presence is felt right here on the offensive glass. Almost loses it. Stays strong through the finish. And this crowd goes crazy.
Getting Emma Meesseman, they play kind of an international style of basketball. She knows a lot of these players. Lloyd hit the shot. Jones got a block by Wilson.
We are seeing some... I am loving this matchup between Asia Wilson and Jonquel Jones. Definitely a push-off there by Jonquel going up.
Coming off the bench tonight. Lloyd over tonight. Jones and Wilson, 2 of the best. Block for Asia.
The last couple games that Copper really got involved in the offense early on. Blocked by Wilson.
Since that loss against Atlanta on Sunday. And finally,
as it give credit to the opponents that they just keep coming back. And we see that all the time in this league.
Westbeld said I was straight up, but instead it'll be Wilson drawing the foul. She'll go WNBA history. And AT is a front court player. Unbelievable. Oh, the footwork and finish. Cat trying to poke check it away. And, you know, Wilson just won't have how Asia Wilson is just up and down the stat sheet in terms of this season in the WNBA. Look at that footwork. Brilliant. Points, the 5 assists. Asia ducking in. She had the advantage.
Well, off that switch, Sobley too low, and a great pass by Gray. Off the... AT hesitates. Whitcomb did a nice job getting the defense to go by and really kind of gave up that shot, made points a game, and then that injury hit her.
Wilson, ball on the deck and scoring.
Trade with Dallas. That's a tough matchup for the rookie. Asia spins and hits over Jones. Shot clock at 7. Asia cuts to the basket. Gray finds her. That duo is your perfect textbook on the release. Led the nation in scoring when she was a senior at Villanova. Yes, Asia Wilson has not missed a shot today.
Oh my goodness. That swing through and then determination of Asia Wilson on the drive, going strong to her left, and the finish. And the legs rhythm when the ball swings around and you catch it. Oh!
literally challenged Asia Wilson and lost. That's stupid.
Yeah,
right?
it's crazy.
Oh, she got another one. That's 2 blocks. Freshman hung in there, got to the Final Four, became an All-American. Greta Wilson, Ohio State, then finished things out at Florida Gulf Coast. Oh, that was an amazing pass, Jackie Young.
So strong and so dangerous.
Hello.
17 points, and a goal is less than 20.
Berger slicing in some contact. While Secrets just hit another shot. She had 11 points in the first half, 9 of them in the first quarter. Hello, Asia Wilson. Chelsea Gray with the assist this season.
The point guard, we are seeing Chelsea Gray in action. That's her 8th assist. Threads the needle, then gets to skip the other direction.
Maddie putting together another good game. She's got 19 points, but we just can't stop
played and opportunities doing that, things like that.
He has torched Dallas this season. There's the combo. Chelsea Gray.
Instead of thinking so much, they were running plays as opposed to playing the game. See, the sharing of the basketball. Just
off season, she's really gotten quicker. Starting to learn as Asia Wilson and Jones have made. And Jewel Lloyd has checked in. Help D coming over in the block.
Atlanta has the ones that a higher percentage, because earlier in the season they were in the mid-30s. Now that's gotten up to above 45%.
The shot clock was winding down. And Coffee, aggressive drive. Wilson stays right with her, but could not keep it in play.
Asia Wilson is so dominant at protecting the paint. And look at the verticality on that too. Oh my goodness.
Seattle getting that game, and there's a really close one between Golden State and Phoenix going on right now as well. As out of the timeout, the play.
They collided a little bit. Those two are best friends on the floor.
Yep. Jackie doesn't need much room to get the shot off, but B comes back in.
Asia Wilson again protecting the paint. Look how she has her hands up before Pau gets into her shot.
Third. There's the movement without the ball. Asia 1v1 on Coffee. Griner there to help, but not in time.
She gives the muscle sign.
Sure did. It took some muscle. Asia Wilson out running. Behind the arc. Lead back up to 4. Wilson up top, gets it.
Terrific hands as well.
This game has been back and forth. So many lead changes and tie-ups as Chelsea Gray. Caldwell trying to stick with Gray, and Gray, or Young rather, this quarter, especially from the dream. Asia by herself, top of the key, gets it. Oh, way high to way low. Asia Wilson with another one and give the assist to Chelsea Gray. Up top. Oh, Bree Jones, big offensive rebound as Asia Wilson was trying to stick with her. From behind, yeah.
Yep, that's a good call.
It sure was. Asia. Wilson gets it. Gray. Left hand, Wilson, the swat. And immediately asking for the review are the Aces.
Oh. And they say the hand is part of the ball.
Yeah,
that's how it's been officiated.
Yep.
That's a good challenge.
Yeah, I thought she got for Asia and a season high for her. Gives it up to Lloyd, that left corner, that is her spot. She needs to have her initials in that corner. Do that with her timing on the steal. But she's got it down. Asia gets it.
Asia Wilson's making herself a case.
Well, this is our ally bucket of the game, and A'ja Wilson giving her 30 on this. Yeah, she is stellar. See if left in the game. A'ja, one-on-one. Fades it, gets the shooter's touch.
Going streaky, but if she hits that first one, you better watch out.
Yep, she gets the first points of this one as the baseline jumper for A'ja Wilson is good. Chelsea Gray tries to tip it out of the hands and does the steal. And the Aces will make the push. Jackie Young, no hesitation. Defense. Thomas on the drive right at Wilson, but then flicks it up. Oh, a pretty good rest over there on the bench.
I think Becky Hammond is trying to steal minutes of when A'ja Wilson can get rest, and the guards have held their own.
Yeah, good topside D. Sabally trying to stick with Wilson, but able to hang.
A leading candidate for MVP, especially with Fee being out, the injury. I think that Phoenix was working to get the threes instead of just taking the threes naturally like Satu just did. A'ja Wilson and vice versa all night long. These two have been going at it.
Bonner was coming over, but not in time as A'ja with the spin.
Phoenix off the three-point line.
And their team so capable of getting it done inside as A'ja Wilson gets an and one right now. And it's something that was missing early in this season.
Oh, but J.O. just threaded that perfectly by the defense, and A'ja Wilson with the finish. The smiles from the Aces is such a big deal.
Found herself striking gold there.
Great pocket pass to Wilson into her zone.
Their attack of the painted area, 12 of their 23 points have come inside at the rack.
Wilson right in her shot. 90% from the free throw line, Christy.
Yeah, because she's aggressive with her post-up positioning.
Dana Evans gets the long
to the Aces so far in this game.
Here's Wilson, jumper, gets the dead bounce on the back rim to go.
Turning it over a bit the last handful of games. Yeah, they had into high level of offense for opponents. Austin runs so many different actions off of that elbow pass.
The kick out, Wilson the three. She gets it to go. Full game already for A'ja Wilson.
Well, this is how she got that one. We saw middle to the basketball. Jackie Young had so half.
8 on the shot clock for Wilson. 4 seconds now. Turns, spins back middle, gets the bucket and the foul.
Wind it up, Chuck. Wind it up, Chuck Brown. That's how we do it. Right here you see the hand on the back initially and then the tag on, and she was winding that.
Here in the quarter. Wilson, mid-range jumper, that goes. It. Cross court. Young inside to Wilson, beautiful find and finish.
A little too much smoke on that one.
Gray to Wilson, lays it up and in.
They need to mix it in with other ways to get her a touch.
Wilson collects, opposite side, finish. Austin goes baseline on Wilson, got it blocked though by Wilson on
no for the finish.
Evans works off Wilson. Runner, drops it to her. Wilson off the bounce back. No look to Wilson. Melvin almost with the takeaway. Wilson still with it. Count the bucket. And the foul. A'ja Wilson going to the line.
I mean, A'ja Wilson is just a human wrecking ball. Gets it tapped away, but that doesn't dissuade her aggression. She gets right downhill to the cup down in there.
Couldn't complete the three-point play. Wilson with the rebound running point.
Oh boy.
Had a little hesitation, got right to the hoop, and she's gonna head to the line for one more once again. Kira Austin.
Well, mercy, mercy me. It's the point forward. 3-time MVP A'ja Wilson going for the three-point play. Las Vegas.
18 points in those 20 minutes. Melvin denied by Wilson.
Just coming off the bench and staying aggressive, especially the last 3 or 4 games.
Lob inside to Wilson. She had Olsen on her.
Found the former Defensive Player of the Year in A'ja Wilson. Now she's got a little bit of some space to work with. There are about a 3-second differential game in shot clock. Wilson thinks about the three, passes it up. There's that double team coming.
Gustafson, the former Hawkeye, will take it.
Opens things up for Camila.
Oh, 5 straight double-figure scoring games for Camila Cardoso here in the third.
Chicago only had 2 turnovers in that second quarter as A'ja Wilson.
The boards, Atkins was hot in the first half. Camila Cardoso, all kinds of opportunities here for the Sky. Gustafson to Wilson. Reese with the crossover against Gustafson. Wilson all over it. A'ja with the rejection.
Best shot blockers in the league, you have to play off 2 feet. Jump stop, shot fake, or else she's sending it.
Easy. I think people forget that. You see the banner, but we were a 6 or a 7 seed.
Yeah, you were 6 to protect a 10-game win streak. It's the longest active in the WNBA. Currently, A'ja Wilson. Atkins now with 28 points. Here's Wilson. She has the last 4 points. Entertaining basketball game here tonight in Chicago. Gray from up top sinks it.
Out of her hands as much as possible.
A'ja Wilson mid-range. The 2 vets stepping up for the Aces.
Have had the #1 offensive efficiency rating in this stretch, as A'ja Wilson had all the time to
Offensive and defensive efficiency in that time period.
gets a steal with Tahina Pow. Now, you can't do that against a former South Carolina Gamecock, can you? I guess you can. Quarter. Bell gives it up to Wilson at the top of the key. It's money every time against Las Vegas. Was in this very arena. Brittany Griner going at A'ja and gets blocked. Ryan Howard at the rim gets blocked.
Look at how far Naz Hillman is pushing A'ja Wilson off the block.
The reads aren't as easy. You try to make her uncomfortable, but hey, everybody's been trying to do that, and nobody's had success at it so far as she gets this bucket.
Yeah, very.
The offensive end. This should be a winning game for them.
A'ja Wilson steps out. She can knock down the shot from that area. Instead, she says, I can knock it down from here too. On the shot clock, A'ja gets a touch. Pulls up.
She's
Bottom of the
so
net.
Good with
9 on the shot clock. A'ja gets it baseline. Flood pass. And the triple puts Atlanta behind for the first time tonight. And Alicia Gray fouls on that Chelsea Gray 3.
And 1. You never want to do that. The double team comes over to find A'ja Wilson, who penetrates and then finds Chelsea Gray wide open. And Alicia Gray trying to avoid getting the body, trying to step to the side, but creates
points off of it. A'ja Wilson, top of the key. Yikes. Another 3 attempt for A'ja Wilson.
Oh boy. There's a call Smesco earlier. Like the calls up top. Is this about going back in the as A'ja Wilson knocks down another one?
Double on the season is Maya Caldwell. Can't get the layup. Ryan Howard pokes away, gets the bounce, and a block off the backboard by A'ja Wilson.
She came and got that one.
Jewel Lloyd in the corner. And the biggest lead for the Aces. Gray now in double figures. A'ja all the way to the rim.
Hopefully not for Connecticut.
A'ja Wilson gets it back door, rattles another one in. Mile was a mile away, I could see it. Brittany Griner gets a look at the rim and couldn't finish.
Minnesota, a strong defensive team as well. A'ja, high to low, help D coming over, spin move, and the bucket is good.
That's going to be the matchup.
Oh, a little something on that one from the point guard. Chelsea
Stayed with Sped. Nobody on the backside.
A'ja jumper is good. I just feel like it's going to go in every time Courtney Williams puts it up there.
Look, 3 loaded in the paint.
Wilson jumper gets the shooter's touch.
A'ja Wilson is a bad girl, and I mean that in a good way.
She's got 8
Oh,
points.
my goodness.
Oh, that'll get the crowd into it. Of impressive blocks. This one's right up there, CP.
Oh, that is definitely a reach secure the paint right there. A'ja Wilson said to Pisa Collier, not in my house.
That is.
When you're a leader, Marky, you got to lead by example, and A'ja Wilson has done that on this 12-game win streak. Could be an off for a week. I don't see it. They have still kept their rhythm.
He has now scored in double figures 21 straight games since coming back from the wrist injury. And give her another one right to his 9 assists for Minnesota. Both of these teams so good. It's certainly been a physical game. Both teams knew it would be. A'ja spin move. How about an and one?
Playing A'ja Wilson off the elbow is just so tough.
Foul on A'ja Wilson inside and somehow squeezes that one up good. Screen up top, Lloyd lost her footing and now she has to switch and then instead into the hands of Wilson. Drives it up, McBride, lefty layup, good. So strong is A'ja Wilson. That one won't go from outside for Minnesota. They've hit 8 threes today and A'ja says, I've got one in my bag. And a timeout called by Minnesota. 10th in a row. Wilson thought about it. The length, though, of Klandakova, but able to fade it back and give her. What a game for her. She's really been so good the last several games. Chelsea Gray lines it up. Aces try to get the 3, long rebound, Jewel Lloyd. And Jackie Young all by herself inside, gets the layup good. A'ja will take another assist. And the topside D by A'ja Wilson, she gets the steal. She's going to try to take it coast to coast. Partially tipped, gets her own rebound, first points.
Activity that we have seen from this team since that loss to Minnesota has continued to carry over.
A'ja, she has 4 of the 6 Aces points. A 6-0 start, and there's more defense. Kirsten Bell starts that one. Jackie Young gets the finish. 6 of their 8 points off those turnovers. There's some more defense. The block shot by...
Did she foul Chelsea? I didn't see that.
Did they say that it was Wilson that drew the foul? I thought maybe it was Chelsea that she pushed from behind.
Made a big jump since her second year in the league, and I talked to her about her development, and she said that's come from intentional conversations with her coaches with a bucket there by Angel.
I remember that as well. Her versatility, her defense. That's a great point.
Oh, A'ja.
Shot block after shot block. She's getting the bucket. Her first points of the game. She has 6 rebounds. Wilson trickles that one over and an and 1. 2 games now since the wrist injury, Carolyn. Double figures every time.
But just, she dances, she plays like a ballerina. Just so light on her feet. And the...
Yeah, kind of an interesting sequence in the schedule, but to have not played him here at all, and then to have the game here tonight, and then although she starts this, Jackie fakes the shot, dishes it down, assist. Aces trying to push it up, defense getting back. A'ja on the trail up top, gets it. And a pretty jumper on the right side, A'ja with 10. Jackie will go back to A'ja, gets it, layup. What a look from Cardoso as well. And now A'ja running around and down. Flying over to help with some defense. And she's going to get it back. Cardoso tries to swat it in A'ja. We don't want to miss it. Final game of the season. It's going to be fun.
Big Joe are going to be there.
Right? Out of the timeout, A'ja Wilson. How about tonight? Here in Las Vegas. Shot clock down to 2. Got to recognize. A'ja recognizes it. Oh! Hold that follow through, A'ja Wilson. Jackie needs some help. And they work it around. Here's Nye on the drive. Oh! Switches to the left hand. Jewel Lloyd into the game. Jackie on the drive. Left side good. So strong.
Oh, that's a big screen by Jewel Lloyd.
Jewel bounced up. Oh, that's a tough shot. Falling backwards and not able to play for Chicago. So they've had a little bit of a different look. And defensively, Cardoso, pick, roll, all the way down. Asia swaps it out of play. Vegas. Cardoso, so deep. Oh, the help deep from Jackie, and then the swat by Asia. And why wait? J.O. says. More D and more offense. Resume, little hesitation, but not enough to throw Asia Wilson off. Asia in the high post will take that one, swish. Asia Wilson, another double-figure scoring game.
Chelsea Gray now the former Spark. They go down to Wilson, double team. Here's Smith cutting. Here's a stoppage. Gray finds a cutting Wilson right at the rim. Van Loo, Scott Smith on her heels. Her pass stolen away by Wilson. Young goes back to Wilson, working against Hamby. Double team comes, the kick out. Young, a three. Hamby. Van Loo. Here's Barker. Bounce pass over to Hamby. And rejected there by Wilson for the year.
And this is why. Wait for it, wait for it. All right, now you're going up. Rejection.
Vegas trying to clinch the number 2 seed. Young, the runner. Jackie Young with it. Gray, her pass stolen away by Stevens. Numbers for the Spark. Stevens to Hamby. Touch pass to Stevens. Fortuitously back to Hamby. There's Stevens on the door. Left here before intermission. Hamby's got the step.
Come on. And no Rakia Jackson. Feels like the beginning of the season.
It really does. Young off balance, finds Gray. Nice position for Wilson. The jump hook is good. The Aces. Gray behind the back pass. Wilson a three. Young, who got off to that hot start in the first half, finds a cutting Wilson in the paint that rattles home. Goes down against Wilson. Spins, falling away, in and out. Burrell there, rejected from behind there by Wilson. Wilson, will give her space for three. She'll take it from the slot and knock it down.
Sense of relief in this building when the threes don't go in.
Barker had to save that from going out of bounds, but right to Wilson. 3-on-2. Young, right back to Wilson. Layup good. Wilson, straight away. She's feeling it.
Trying to scratch and claw their way back in.
4 seconds separate shot clock from game clock. Barker ties, goes window. 19 three-pointers tonight. Ties the WNBA record for the Aces. One more will give them the record. Wilson for the record, and there it is.
How appropriate is that?
23-point field goals.
Here, the fans here have been fantastic. The volume's never been higher. Cannot wait for next season.
Sparks, once again, 4th in attendance on the season. And this crowd.
Well, last year, she was the only player to amass 900 points and 400 rebounds. How does she back that up? She does the same thing this season. Becky Hammond likens her to a lion and a gazelle. She has dominance. She has great force, but she's also light on her feet. Defensively, she is a powerhouse, getting it done on both ends of the floor. And she's really up the ante. You see her regular season numbers during this streak. She's up that to 26 points and 12 rebounds a game.
In transition. Wilson spins, got it. Wilson getting downhill, cross court. Smith from the baseline knocks it down. It wasn't pretty, but they got the message. Wilson with an auspicious bounce. Good steal by Wilson. Pristine footwork. Williams back the other way. Malonga on the post up. Blocked by Wilson. Asia Wilson averaging over 2 blocks per game during the streak.
What did both coaches talk about this morning? The physicality, and they cannot be any back down. Both teams playing through contact.
Asia Wilson. She flashes to the free throw line. Boy, she's tough to stop.
Tell me, Bam did not take it easy on her, and it would
tee her off.
Well, it's paying dividends, another bucket. Smith on the roll. Sprays it out one more to a wide open Wilson. That's butter. Straight butter as well. On the quick run out, Wilson inside. Off a nice feed from Smith.
By Nneka, it's a double team, knowing that Gabby Williams is going to be coming.
Wonderful dime. Back to Young on the give and go. Wheeler in transition. Finds Williams. Puts her head down. And Wilson with another block. Young gets it back. Inside to Wilson. No double team. They reposted. Too easy. Light work. Tuesday night. It'll be the second half of the doubleheader. Wilson on the roll, lays it home.
So they're going to have to readjust how they take care of that.
You mean 27? Here's Smith out top. Second side action to Wilson. Hands it off to Young, who is on point with her jump shooting and continues to going back to the regular season. Shot the three extremely well. Wilson, little light work.
Pace and not have to play in that half court against the half court defense of Las Vegas.
That three good as Smith. Here's Wilson on the blow by. Got it to go with the offhand on the shot clock. Cross court to Lloyd, and now they post it up. No double team coming. Wilson with the turnaround. Man, that is smooth. Unique. Welcome back, everyone, to Climate Pledge Arena as A'ja Wilson starts to find her rhythm offensively. This is a tough bucket, Carolyn.
And against the length of Ezi Magbagor,
Wilson rolls, they switched it, and Wilson made them pay. By that, don't bother showing up. Well, they were, and they did. And Wilson continues to lead. Staying attached tonight, Carolyn. Cross court to Wilson, a much improved three-point shooter. Gray had a notion, back to Young. Wilson, nice pass inside. Got an album dropping next week, folks. Check it out. Ogwumike spins, nowhere to go. Man, Wilson just engulfed that thing run right now, and there's Ogwumike with a mismatch at the nail. Blocked by Wilson. Ogwumike stayed with it. The lead at 10, the largest of the game. Wilson on the bounce. Young with a great ball fake. Oh, man, she went glass to finish. Vanessa has more on Malonga. Gray off the screen by Wilson. She fakes the dribble handoff action and the pull-up. Light work for A'ja Wilson. Top, Young running the baseline. Here's Wilson with the turnaround bucket. Missing from 15. Nice hit ahead to Wilson inside. Wheels on Ogwumike for the bucket. The post, kicks it back out. Now from the nail, Young with the midi. Boy, it took an odd bounce and carom.
Jacking on Skylar.
Good block by A'ja Wilson right there on Diggins with the post up. Back out to Evans. Wilson perched in the lane, got it. Who's one of the top rated 8th grade football players in the country. She can get 25-30 jacks as far as I'm concerned. Wilson ISO in the post. Light work.
Is being more strategic, scoring against length. You see the patience, the reverse square up, and then the spin away.
Wilson with the cross. And the step back. Got it. Average tips with WNBA Countdown at 2:30 on ABC. Wilson inside over length. Boy, Seattle really denying every pass. Wilson inside. Got that one to go.
Watch out, because Nneka can take over.
They clear out the side for Wilson. Working against the rookie. Wheels. Fires. Beat. Wilson off the elbow against Malonga. They open up the floor with the fadeaway. Got it.
Her in the fourth quarter and asked Wheeler about her confidence, and she said, look, when you know my journey, she said, I'm not afraid.
The notion, Malonga looking inside. Here's Skylar Diggins. Got to the weak hand and got blocked underneath. And it went off of Diggins, out of bounds. There's your co-defensive player of the year.
Ooh, Asia with the reach and save. Ace's possession, knocking it off of Skylar Diggins. Quinn was holding that in her bag till this fourth quarter.
Wilson in her bag.
And Asia Wilson up. She knows you got to play through Asia Wilson.
They switched it. Wilson on the roll. Got it and one. Asia Wilson with 31 and counting. That is now her 6th playoff game with 30 points or more.
With the efficiency, the effectiveness that Asia Wilson has played with in this game, yeah, you got to get on her back and ride her the rest of the way. But who wins the battle in the paint?
Wilson goes back door on the cut. 33.
From time they have to run their sets.
On the hand back, Young with the cross step, got it to go. Mackey. Back to Gray. Off the Wilson screen. Williams stayed attached. Wilson inside. Got the fortuitous roll. Asia Wilson clutch again. Time out, or did they? One more look at this. Was there miscommunication there?
On the roll, and the shot fake was the key part of that to get the finish. 2 nights ago, Asia Wilson was going straight into Malunga, and
you got to own each moment because you don't know which moment is going to be the one that puts you over the edge. That's all I got. Carolyn, what do you got?
We do have some media. Carly, could you just let him in?
Kathy. We are here to present you with the 2025 WNBA Kia Most Valuable Player.
Again, that size and the fadeaway on that shot. Look how quickly the Fever got back, but even quicker than that, the Aces transition defense. Sprinting to the defensive end, and right here she gets back and throws this one.
Gray out, you have Evans on the ball. Looking for Wilson. That'll work. Pam Ward with China Robinson and Angel Gray joining you this afternoon. There's the Asia Wilson we all know.
Jackie Young making a lot of hustle plays, especially off the glass.
Mitchell. Wilson inside of Turner. Look at those moves.
The season.
Donna Turner already has played 9 minutes this afternoon. Wilson, another tough turnaround and another tough make.
Because they were doing a lot of thinking on these offensive possessions early on.
Boston backing up Asia, and Asia got a piece of it. Points in this quarter. Asia hesitated at first. Her third shot, finally, and she puts her hands up. Have not missed a shot to start this quarter. Vegas has missed 3 of their 4. And right off the timeout, it's Jackie Young.
The core four from Indiana, as well as Steph White, was to do you, be her, and that means be direct, be quick, and defend. She's done that.
Kelsey Mitchell blocked by Asia Wilson.
Consistently, she did not on Sunday.
No look. Chelsea to Asia for the flashy bucket. Kirsten Bell. Mitchell, so quick in the bounce pass, but Howard got rejected. Kelsey, her second basket of the night. Asia, splash. Distance during the regular season. Evans, that leaves Wilson wide open at the free throw line. Seconds of the first quarter. Come on, man! Evans, so fast. Asia Wilson
has to feel pressure. She has to see a hand in her face at all times.
Her first made three tonight after she missed her first four. Asia gets the roll. Sims driving on Lloyd, and now it's Smith. Takes it around. Melissa Smith.
Then you can't relax for a second with Kelsey Mitchell out on the floor. So let's continue that in. Physicality, talk, communicate. It takes
one of the top assistants for Coach Stephanie White, and really a defensive guru.
She's an outstanding assistant. It was a big part of the Fever's
not finding the space she did in game one, guarded by Asia. Tries to out-quick her. And then Howard is blocked by Wilson. Shot clock violation. Asia's fired up.
Several points of dribble penetration by Mitchell. The ball ends up in Natasha Howard's hands.
And was not the Asia Wilson that we're used to seeing. That's Asia Wilson. Hard foul from Jewel Lloyd.
Right here, the ball screen. Asia Wilson on the short roll, and before
the latest run for Vegas, 8-0, and it's about to be 10. The Aces running away with it.
This is your center running full court in transition. Easy lay. Denying some of her screening action and really controlled her space much better tonight.
Now to Bell. Kirsten Bell finds Wilson. Straight on three is good.
No help side that could come. Wide open lane to the bucket.
Bell, nifty handle. Good pass from Wilson into Smith. She also is out. Here's Mitchell dancing. Good job by Wilson. Little things. Felt like it was really self-inflicted wounds that cost them game one. As Wilson comes up with a denial.
And then Hall, not boxed out, can come in and get that offensive board.
4 rebounds in the quarter for Hall. Gustafson connects on. Pressure Mitchell puts on the defense. It's just unbelievable. Gray and Wilson now the 5 for the Aces as Boston turns it over. Wilson dishes ahead. Young able to finish 19 and did not call the timeout in time. Gray in the corner connects on a 3 on the third. Wilson trying to take Boston, fading and hitting.
And then on the other end, Asia Wilson just showing some of that beautiful footwork. A little bit of a fade, but still better balance than the shots we saw that Becky Hammond was talking about in that first half.
Here's Wilson, gets space and knocks it down. Indiana plus 12 on the glass in this game. Big screen from Wilson. Smith open, dishes back. Young finds Wilson. She got it from 3. They've shot just 30% from the floor. Wilson scoops it up, drives it, and finishes, plus the foul.
Patient. Up top, Boston has to come out on Evans. Timpson rotates over, and then Wilson attacks it, gets the opportunity after going strong to her left side for the and one.
Wilson started. Young backs away. Another nice delivery. Wilson cashes in.
One of the matchups to keep an eye on is Lexi Hall on Jackie Young.
Wilson starts it with the make.
Back screen, get Asia a touch, get her going early.
Becky Hammond told us as Wilson comes up with a block. Over the last 2 games, both losses. Here's Young. Ooh, nice pocket pass. Wilson stops and gets the roll again. 3 after outstanding play through her first 4 of these playoffs. Wilson again. Wilson putting it on the floor. Wilson shovels it in with the right hand. 1 series lead in these best-of-5 semifinals.
This is a matchup they want with Petty on Young.
Here's Wilson. Wilson just outstanding. Here's Smith. Wow, now listen.
Gets the ball back and finishes.
Tightly played first half. Neither team is led by more than 5 at any point. Wilson, the footwork and the finish. The level of aggression that Stephanie White wanted offensively from Boston. Wilson kicks it out. Gray knocks it down. We lost it. Howard roaming, taking. No. Boston. Yeah. Here's Gray. Dumps to Wilson. Wilson left alone, lays it in. Against bigger players, just ripped it away. He has an uncanny knack for that. And Wilson cashes in. Linda Hamilton at it again.
The number of things Lexi Hall has done on the defensive end.
Too easy for Asia Wilson. Everything. Boston has a double-double with that board. Lost the handle there. Here's Wilson. Wilson, a locomotive in transition, plus the foul, and a chance for 3 for Asia Wilson.
Asia Wilson out in transition, handling the basketball, unbothered by the guards, getting in and finishing. Did Mitchell get her on the hand or on the ball?
I think the handoff. Oh, the jumper is blocked by Wilson. Here in Indianapolis, Vegas a 2-1 series lead in these best-of-5 semis. In the corner, that 3 is good.
Asia Wilson in a lot of contact as she's trying to move to get there.
Wilson able to lay it in. Gray gives it up. Wilson rummaging and finishing. 6-point lead. Beaver yet to hit a 3 in this second half. Wilson dives in and lays it home again.
Have to go quickly.
Gray dumps it in. Wow, what quick feet from Wilson. Bucket in the foul. And a chance for 3 for Asia Wilson.
Her feet are incredible, and how quickly she can move them. The pass, just the jump stop, dribble, get over. That's a situation where Howard just has to let it go, but Asia Wilson absorbs the contact, certainly in her lower half.
But in Boston, so effective in game 4. Trying to work Wilson on the following, but it'll be Fever basketball. And Sims throws it away again as Stephanie White says, let's go. Wilson able to dance her way to the cup. Cross court. Sims fakes the 3, drives it, pulled up way too short.
Watching them do that drill this morning with the towel, and it started out on the perimeter all the way into the post.
Wilson, the soft touch.
Evans in the game, Indiana Fever going to their zone defense.
And Wilson lays it in. Officials' attention. Gustafson connects.
Order. You see the zone and just simple pass, the open look for Gustafson. And this last defensive stand for Vegas, it was against the play that was high frequency.
Gives it up. Wilson will take and hit. I haven't seen an NBA coach in red leather in a while.
In a while.
Gustafson lays it in. Mitchell collide. Vegas has numbers. A poor pass to Lloyd. Indiana still scrambling, though, as Wilson lays it in. First points of the quarter for Mitchell. He finished top 5 in the MVP voting. Gray.
To have your team organized. What did you think of her performance in the first half?
I thought she was great. It's really about the defensive end for us.
All right, thank you very much, Becky. Second chance points. Las Vegas with just 2. Wilson off one leg. Feathery. Best case scenario, but that took a while for Kelsey, and you just hope for the best. As Wilson rings in the jumper. Petty gets denied by Wilson. Drifts out. Wilson will take and hit. Wilson fading and hitting. Well, Indiana has fought for Kelsey Mitchell. It's a 5-point game here in the 4th. Wilson drops it in. Petty gets denied by Wilson and then fouled by Petty. Fourth block for Wilson.
Just making her mark on both ends of the floor. The screen, then she gets the back screen, catches, assesses, goes to work at her speed, and then defensively, so good at blocking shots while keeping space between her slayer.
She's on pace to be just the second player ever to average 5 stocks per game in a single postseason as she lays that one in. Hull nearly came up with a steal. Young a three is good. 19th Indiana turnover. Wilson gets a clean look and knocks it down. Gray gets it into Wilson. Back to Gray. Lays it in. Timeout, Indiana. The Aces can taste it. Gray taking over in overtime.
Experience in this moment has been evident for the Las Vegas Aces here in overtime. No one defending the inbounder. You go back to her. A'ja Wilson knows that, as does Chelsea Gray. They're starting to taste it here in Las Vegas. You saw with the on-ball screen, the Vegas Aces with Alyssa Thomas are fighting it. They are trying to keep A'ja Wilson on AT, not switching, which they did in the regular season.
Wilson buries the jumper. Just 11 points per game in these playoffs, just 7 points per game. Wilson banks it in. And Gray, the touch pass to Wilson, looking to push. Here's Lloyd. Lloyd inside, able to finish. Wilson and Lloyd, the 5 on the floor for the Aces. Thomas, Wickham, Copper, Bonner, and Westbell for Phoenix is Lloyd.
Right.
Wilson back in. So is Thomas. Young, she got it. Young to the corner. Lloyd on the drive, the spin. Left it short, that's okay. A'ja Wilson is there. Rookie Nicole McConney turns it over. Here's Smith. Was in foul trouble in the first half. Spins away.
Weeks or so.
I just want to be 100%, Rebecca. I want to be just clear about one thing on that rule. It's not a... Wilson. Fading and hitting. Sabali finds Nicole McConney. Thomas denied by Wilson.
A'ja Wilson looking to get more touches here in the third quarter, and that little fade, not much the defense can do. And then here, using her reach and her timing and her leaping for the beautiful fingertip block.
Hadley, Wickham gathers, stripped by Gray.
She's as good at that as anyone in the league, the ability to strip the ball out of players' hands.
Evans connects! Timeout, Phoenix. 1-point game. Just before the game, you won't be happy about that.
Man, they've been really good this playoffs, taking care of the ball.
Oh, just a beautiful pick and roll. Gray and Wilson.
Well.
Wickham will take. Way off the mark. And Wilson, the O-board. And another chance for Las Vegas. Wilson fading and hitting. Off. Loose ball, another chance here for the Aces. Here's Gray. Will take. And hit from 3. Smith kicks it out. 4 to shoot. Wilson elevates. What touch. 9 ties, 14 lead changes in that game. Gray the flip. Wilson the hit.
And Dana said, Becky gets it. She was an undersized guard as well, but it's...
As Wilson lays it in. Here's Wilson. Taking it out, getting it back. Thomas on her. Wilson gets fouled and finishes. A chance for 3.
Wilson so skilled when she takes the shot. The reverse pivot, and then the step back, fade, the kick, finish.
Wilson facing up. Jab step. Jumper. Down from A'ja Wilson. Gray leaves it. Wilson misses the lay. Not that one, though. Gray leaves it for Wilson. Wilson puts in another. Timeout, Phoenix. Gray and Wilson are once again in a first half in these playoffs for Phoenix. Wilson, perfect touch from Gray. Kicks. Evans gives it up. Wilson's jumper, you bet! A 20-point half for A'ja Wilson.
Oh.
All right, Becky, thanks a lot.
Yeah, thanks.
There's Wilson dishing. Bell, 2 to shoot. Step back jumper. Rims in. Here's Wilson. Thomas gets called for the foul as Wilson pops it in.
Job of keeping her hands high so that she would not get a foul called. Does she push off with the right one? I think that's good, solid defense, Ryan.
Yeah. Nothing on that replay. 14 in the quarters. That one's headed this way. Wickham keeps it in bounds. And Wilson the interception. And the finish. Working behind Wilson. Lobs it in. Wilson lays it in. Clock. 0 for 6 she is as Wilson lays it in. 21 now for Sabali. Evans cups it up and in. Talk to us about wanting your team to come out with a better purpose on the defensive end as Wilson splashes the jumper. Here's Young. Pull-up jumper, rims in. So early because they have gotten off to such good starts.
And knowing that your opponent is working on all of the things that you've done successfully.
Young working behind Wilson. Young stops, dishes. Wilson a 3. She got it. A 9-8 lead for Vegas. Wilson on the rejection. Tried to tell her, hey, let's try me off the bench. Finally, Becky relented. Jewel said it's not a confidence thing. I just think about shot clocks in these playoffs.
That is true.
Saw something similar happen against New York in Game 3 as Young 7-game series in WNBA history. Wilson gets the step, lays it in, plus the foul. Bonner went for the steal. That was ill-advised.
So for A'ja Wilson here, holds off Bonner, then just one dribble finish, absorb the contact. A'ja Wilson, talk about quick feet and explosiveness and the ability to get to the rim.
Becky Hammond to go in the second quarter. Here's Wilson. Draws a crowd and still banks it in. A touchdown lead for Vegas. Gray wide open. Connects.
It's her left hand to say, just go. Just go. You've got one player between you and the basket.
Here's Wilson diving in and finishing on Bonner. Gray behind the back. No look. Back to Wilson. Has the size advantage and the bucket. That was her first non-3-point attempt as well. Knocked away. Wilson gets it back. Wilson elevates and drops it in. This game is 38 by Angel McCoughtry. As that's knocked out of bounds by guess who? A'ja Wilson.
She just gobbles up space so quickly, comes over, blocks it with her left hand, but it always marvels me, the space that she's able to keep with teams.
Here's Young. Leaning, can't hit. Wilson there, and now A'ja Wilson with 30. Under 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Wilson digs in, can't finish, got it back, flips it home. Bell gives it up. Wilson going to work. Finds the cutter, Young lays it in. Tied at 88. Gray gets it in. Wilson on the drive, the fade. You bet! You bet! A'ja Wilson with .1 to go. Puts the Aces in front by 2.
best passer take the ball out of bounds. A little screen to get Asia the basketball in her sweet spot. 2 defenders on her. Doesn't matter. Dribble left, spin back, clear look at the rim. What a tough shot, but she's made tough shots throughout the course of her career.
You're talking about early on in game 3 before they made that comeback in the second half. Wilson elevates and drops it in. Tibbetts was hoping for that early in the shot clock. Gray, mid-range, short. It's in Seattle, won a couple of championships together. Wilson sees a lane, lays it in. Plus the foul.
Quicker than bigger defenders, and that's why she can use her skill set to just get by, over, around. Here, I mean, that's a lot of contact to absorb and still able to finish. You know what? She's also quicker than smaller defenders. Asia Wilson off balance. She could have tried to draw a foul there.
And it would have been the second on her. Gray connects. Now will fire. Young, the flick ahead. Wilson, the catch and finish. Beautifully done. One of the best defenders at the 5 analytically in the league this season. Bonner cutting through, blocked by Wilson, and then it caroms off the head of Bonner, and it'll be Aces basketball.
And that was one of the things that makes Asia Wilson such a menace when she's on the floor. It's not just what she does on the offensive end, an extraordinary shot blocker, and that time just hits Bonner's head.
Crossover, denied by Bonner, who was waiting. And then the steal, Wilson comes up with it. Lloyd back to Wilson for the finish. Piled up in this first half. Copper gets blocked by Wilson. Phoenix turns it over again. Here's Wilson trying to take it into Brown, using her speed for the finish. All 4 this year, and she is now 10 of 11 from the line. Brown perched in the paint, denied by Wilson twice. For the second time, a foul is called, and
that's not good.
Wilson. Lloyd, another. And in these finals, despite being a rookie, Wilson, pull-up jumper, rims in, guarded by Thomas. Here's Wilson. Evans with 4 to shoot. Back to Wilson, 2 to shoot. Wilson hits a big one. They're perfect from the line tonight. 9-point game. Gray's 3. You bet! That will do it. That's 3 of a kind for the Las Vegas Aces. WNBA champions for the 3rd time in 4 years. A dynasty declared.
'25 Finals MVP, Asia Wilson.
The Las Vegas Aces, yeah, they're a dynasty. You take a look at the dynasties throughout this league's history. It started with the Houston Comets, the Minnesota Lynx, their 4 titles in 7 years, and now the Las Vegas Aces, 3 titles in the last 4 seasons.